Alright you guys, so I just went up here on the panel and I flipped off the pull equipment. So right now it's in the off position. I apologize for that noise. My dogs are crying. They want my attention. So yeah, we're going to be changing out the circuit breaker for the panel that is connected directly to the pool pump. This is not necessarily directed to the pool pump. It's connected to a panel that controls the pool pump. So the circuit breaker is no good and the timer is no good. So if we're going to be operating on it, we need to make sure that this is off. And yeah, now let's go ahead and go to the actual panel itself. All right, I apologize for all these barking dogs. All right, so first things we're going to do is make sure that this panel is safe. Oh man, I forgot my hex driver. I'll deal with that later. Oh man, I dropped that. I had this loosened up the other day because I knew I was going to be doing this. Can I find that little screw that I dropped? No. It is lost for now. However, I'm going to move this panel. Be very careful. I'm going to get a shop vac, or not a shop vac, but a little vacuum out here to clean this mess up. This wasn't always closed. When you don't lock your panels up properly, you run the risk of dust and debris flooding in there. You're not going to get, you might lose, you know, a good connection with your circuit breakers or perhaps even your timer. And you also unnecessarily or prematurely wear your circuit breaker. So we're going to be replacing this. So first thing we're going to do is make sure that there's no power. And we're going to go ahead and do light voltage. All right, so that appears to be good. That appears to be good. All right. Now, we are going to go ahead and replace this guy first. We're going to move that out of the way. All right. Yeah, this thing is dusty. Yeah, this should be the exact same one. This company initially, it's like ETA or ETI or whatever, got bought out by Siemens. So the design is a little bit different. However, these are both 15 circuit or 15 amp circuit breakers, or dual 15 amp circuit breakers. So we got a combined 30 right here, and then we got another 15 right here. So we have a total of 45 amps here. And the main panel, this is all connected to a 50 amp breaker. I unfortunately will not be able to change this guy out right now because oh fuck, who knows? They keep sending me the 20 amp breaker, and that's a no-no. You should not be doing, you know, swapping out a 15 amp breaker for a 20. Some people like to do that just because it's like, oh, well, it keeps tripping. Maybe I need more 15 amp circuit breaker. Don't do that. Don't do that. And it took a while to research what kind these were. It was really difficult to find simply because, I mean, look at this. Again, premature wearing. This should not be going anywhere, this ink that's on here. Unfortunately, that is what happened. So replacing these is relatively simple. So we have the off position right here. We have the on right here. So right now, we're just going to keep this on the off position. Okay. This wire is just going to be installed exactly how we have it here. Get our trusty flathead. This flathead might be a little bit too big, but you know what? We're going to make do. We're going to do our best.
Go ahead and back these out just a little bit.
I am really, really hoping that these are the right circuit breakers. They have to be. They have to be. I'm almost positive they are. All right, there's that guy.
Let's do this guy next.
Now, another misconception that people have about these circuit breakers They're like, oh, they're all interchangeable. You can just get whatever and just put it on there and upgrade it. You know, get your Wi-Fi features or do something. I keep saying that. I keep hearing that people say that these are interchangeable. They are not interchangeable. This panel, this specific hardware right here, is only compatible with these types of circuit breakers with this specific brand, now owned by Siemens. ITE was a company that owned this. Again, this is older than myself. This has been around for quite some time. All right. Go ahead and fuck. Oh yeah, that's not gonna go in there. I keep forgetting to back these out. Dude, that is a tight fit. All right, let's do this guy next. All right, well. All right, now the fun part. We're gonna go ahead and install this timer. It should be the exact same one. However, the little label that dangles down below it, it was transparent. This one appears to be black, which is cool, I guess. The ground wire is going to be connected here, just like it is on this existing panel. You have another green wire right there. Looks like we don't really have to do anything with these. Another green wire right there. So we're just going to do this one at a time, you guys. Well, you know what? Let's see if we can just pull this guy out. See if it'll let me do that. Go ahead and yank on that. Oh yeah, this is, look at how old and musty this shit is. Old and musty. Nonetheless, we have the tools to make this job complete. Again, when you're, oops, give you guys a proper view. Should be the exact same one. All right, so we're finished with the ground. Let's go ahead and move from whatchamacallit, from right to left, starting with this wire. Ooh, let me see how this is wired up for a second. All right, I see what's going on here. I'm going to remove this all the way out, and this wire is wrapped around this terminal. See? It's the exposed view. So we're going to replicate that again with our new timer. Unless there's a different way to install this. No, not really. No, not really. It's the exact same process, you guys. So we're going to do this for every single terminal here. Very straightforward. Start it off with our fingers. All right, that ain't going nowhere. All right, so that is essentially how you end up wiring this guy up. If you are just replacing a timer that's, you know, the exact same, wired up the same. Again, these circuit breakers, they're exactly the same. Nothing has changed. So the only thing that's not getting swapped out is this guy. This is always off anyways because it's for the lights, and we don't need those. So yeah, all right guys, I'll show you the finished product and turn it on when we're done. All right guys, we're gonna turn on the circuit breaker. All right, nothing tripped. It's a good sign for now. Let's go back into the backyard. What the fuck? All right, moment of zen. See if I did this correctly. Ooh. Okay. It's a good sign. It's working. All right, well, I got the right one. There we go. Okay, so we want it off right now. And the reason for that is, all right, so, all right, we're gonna turn this thing on again. All right, perfect. Oh. All right, we're gonna leave it off, I apologize. Duh. All right, so now the timer is moving. So when it is 11 a.m., around 11 a.m., it's gonna start. So the reason why I'm starting the pool pump at 11 a.m. and not earlier is because it is the winter as I'm making this video, where I'm wearing my little hobo gloves. Yeah, so if I move up close to it, I don't know if you guys can hear, but the little timer is on. It's like it's doing this like weird staticky noise. So this is a really straightforward project. Again, the reason why I did it is because the timer on this guy was just not working anymore. Again, this device here is literally older than myself, and it's still turned on, it's still turned off, but not reliably, of course. So I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna make sure that this thing trips in about 30 minutes. So it's 10:32. So at 11, this should trip by itself. And then later on in the afternoon, it should turn off by itself. So again, I don't need to have this on that long, especially in the winter. Oh man, my pool looks like shit. I need to get like 3-4 bags of shock. I'll get on the motorcycle and deal with that in a moment. But yeah, this is good. This is good. And again, everything worked. Everything turned on. The connection on the circuit breaker was a little wonky at first. So what I did was I wiped down the panel with a dry shop vac. Yeah, man, there was a lot of dust everywhere, you guys. That's not what you want. That's not what you want. That's not a good thing. You know, that can't be happening. So I wiped everything down. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and blow all this stuff out. And yeah, let's just go ahead and do that right now. And one of the final touches to this is I have this this Brinks lock here. This is weatherproof. Even though I live out in the desert and it like never rains out here in Vegas, you still want to get something that's weatherproof because they will rust and they will erode, and you know, you definitely want to have your panels locked up so you don't have like little kids messing around with them, or you know, somebody doesn't try to go in there, or maybe an animal. We do have some wild animals out here that be doing some wild things. So let's just go ahead and blow all this shit out. Oh boy. Yeah, so every now and then, you know, you need to get All right. Come on, get in there. Ugh. And these don't work. Interesting. This appears to need to get replaced as well. Oh, I know why. It's the simple things, right, you guys? It's the simple things. All right. Okay. You know what? I got this Milwaukee vacuum with me as well. Ugh. We're gonna suck out as much of the shit as we can while we're going. All right, that is much cleaner. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and unplug this guy. We're gonna go ahead and turn this off because we really don't need that on. This is gonna get replaced. Now this is gonna be a lot easier when I get the proper circuit breaker mailed to me because I have a 20 amp one and I'm not gonna install that, you guys. I'm gonna replace it with the exact same one. Again, this company, ITE, no longer exists. Oh man, this screen is so fucking dirty. Hold up, guys, 1 second. Yeah, this company doesn't exist anymore. It was bought out by Siemens. So now we have you know, the all the necessary information right here. We got it right here. And you know, so whoever comes in here and does work on it, or if this becomes damaged again and needs to get replaced, because believe me, this is kind of challenging for me to look up which one it was, but I had some hints. I knew it was 15. So we have a dual 15 circuit breaker right here, making a total of 30 amps. Yeah, I mean, this thing was degrading like crazy, guys. Again, it's older than myself, but I'm just glad that everything worked out well. And you know, it took me a minute. And these weren't even that expensive. It was like 20 bucks. It's like 20 bucks. So I'm probably gonna get a couple more, you know, have them just in case. But yeah, so in about, God, dude, there's fucking dust everywhere. I'm so dirty. So in about 20 minutes, we're gonna come back out here again. All right, the only thing left was to put this guy on here, but it'll like go down into there and it'll fold and it'll get all messed up. So I'm just gonna leave this down here. It'll be fine, I suppose. These are the instructions for the actual thing itself. Or I could just go ahead and tape it right here. I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna tape it right there. But yeah, it's still ticking, so that's a good thing. So I am just eagerly awaiting for this to turn on. So we got a few more minutes, about 14. All right, I'll be back. Hey, popcorn. Popcorn is ready for the show, for this panel to turn on and work properly. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and cleaning up, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. So yeah, so let's recap what I did. Went to the main panel for the house, and I disconnected the power to the pool pump equipment, or pool equipment as it was listed on the thing. Well, once that was done, I went ahead and verified that there was no power going to this panel right here that connects directly to the pump. Once I knew it was safe to go ahead and operate, I started with the circuit breaker first. It took not even 2 minutes to install that. And then I went ahead and started removing one wire at a time because my memory is not good enough to remember where every little thing goes. I don't work on pool pumps, you guys, but connecting one is honestly not that different from, or installing one is really not that different from installing like a traditional outlet or a three-way switch, et cetera, or even like a little thermostat, like the Nest Google thermostat. I mean, most people get walked through how to install it with the Google, customer service rep on the phone helping you out. So yeah, all I did was just copy what I saw on the original one. So yeah, eventually, or unfortunately, sometimes these things just fall apart. They just stop working, and this is why I did what I did. Now I'm not going to guess. It's like, oh well, it's just a timer, and then that didn't solve the problem. Oh well, it's just it's this. Oh, it's just that. I just fuck it. Just replace everything. Just replace everything. Get it done. In one go. Unfortunately, I couldn't replace this specific circuit breaker, this 15 amp circuit breaker, because the new company, Simon, sent me the wrong one. They sent me a 20 amp, and I'm just going to reiterate once again, just because it is a higher amperage does not necessarily mean that it is, it could theoretically work, but is it good? No. If you're going to go from a 15 to a 20 amp, unless you're like an electrician and you know exactly what the heck you're doing, please do not do that. That is an insanely stupid thing to do. I'm going to be really mad at you if you think that that's a good idea, because it's not. So yeah, and generally speaking, these instructions should be going right over here, but you know what, we're just going to go ahead and tape this off. I'm going to go ahead and tape this off right here, and I'm going to put it on this door. So the instructions are here for anybody who, wants to turn things off or whatever the case may be. Yeah, so if you want to understand what is going on here, give me 1 second. Wow, I'm so bad at this. Dude, this is what happens when I wear hobo gloves. I just can't do anything. I'm useless. So I'm just going to leave that right in here. Now, installing this is actually somewhat simple. We didn't have to worry about the A. But right here, number one, that's our line. That means power. Just think power line. The line is basically power going in. Load, that is, the electrical load going to the device. And we have multiple lines and multiple loads. So let's go ahead. There you go. Yeah, so the other one that I had was transparent, and it was transparent on the photos on the site, but came black. Doesn't matter. It's the exact same model or the exact same thing. They change. I don't like these little knobs here though. That's not really. I'm not really a fan of those. I'm used to using the tool, to do my thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I can probably sell this to whoever. God, I'm so fucking clumsy. I keep dropping everything. Yeah, any second now, this thing should turn on. Yeah, this thing's gonna get flipped up. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna sell this. There's just no need to throw it away. I mean, it kind of works, but the timer. At first, I thought it was going crazy because at first I'm like, oh, well, it's going backwards. It's going backwards. No, it wasn't going backwards. It was actually just staying in place. My eyes were playing tricks on me. All right, I dropped that screw somewhere at my feet. Oh, there it is. It's literally at my feet. There it goes. Turns on by itself. The problem is resolved. Isn't that exciting, Popcorn? Isn't that exciting, my sweet girl? Oh, and there's Shorty. There's Shorty Bear. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's on. She's on real good. No nonsense here, you guys. I went a little slower than usual because I got a camera on me and I kept forgetting tools. It's my day off, but this needed to get done. So yeah, I gotta go get pool shock because my pool is looking a little greenish. Greenish. And later on, I'm gonna deal with all these buckets, take out debris, sweep it. I should probably start sweeping it now. Okay, well, everything works. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Hope this video was helpful. And if you have any questions, leave a comment in this section, in the comment. Do your thing, subscribe, all that good stuff. Peace out.